right into this. I just asked ChatGPT, give me a couple huge examples of how people in America have become weaker since World War II. Okay, let's look into this. One, physical fitness and strength. Military readiness declined. During World War II, the average American male was physically active by default. Manual labor, walking, and limited access to processed food kept people fit. By contrast, today over 70% of young Americans of draft age are ineligible for military service, often due to obesity, poor fitness, or medical issues. Work culture shift. In the 1940s, most jobs required physical effort. Now, the majority of are sedentary desk jobs, with cars replacing walking and screens replacing manual leisure. Consequences of this: the rates of obesity, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes have skyrocketed. Conditions that were relatively rare in the World War II era. Okay, so that's physical fitness and strength. Number two is resilience and self sufficiency. Okay, so this is interesting. World War II era resilience: families had victory gardens, rationing, discipline, and skills like sewing, repairing, and cooking from scratch. Hardship was met with grit because survival demanded it. Modern dependence. Today, supply chains, fast food, and digital convenience mean fewer people can grow food, fix basic household issues, or even cook meals without prepackaged shortcuts. Many people can't function without constant digital stimulation. Consequences: a drop in survival skills and tolerance for discomfort. Minor inconveniences that would have been routine in the 1940s can feel unbearable today. In short, Americans have traded strength for comfort and resilience for convenience. Okay, so that is the topic of today. That's the topic of today. Okay, let me go into my little notes, which it's day 4. What's going on? And the only other thing I have written down is that you are a loser, and to man the fuck up and stop being a loser. So whatever that means for you, don't take it with a grain of salt. Just fucking take it. Just take it. You're a fucking loser. Okay. And if anyone's actually watching this and it kind of offends you, then well, good. All right. Way to start the day today. It is 9 a.m. on Wednesday morning, September 2025. What's up? Yeah, we're weak, dude. We're weak, America. That's the whole topic of today, is that we're weak. People have gotten weaker. Americans have gotten weaker. I don't know anything about any other peoples, but I'm here for America. You know, I'm a damn American. And as an American, I'm really ashamed at the America that I grew up understanding and the America that I grew up into. Either all the things that I learned about America back then were all false, which I'm sure a lot of them were, but I don't know, it just seemed like they were harder back then. You know, they were just like more manly. They just wanted to build America, you know. And now people aren't really trying to build America. They're trying to take from America. They're trying to take from the powerful systems that our forefathers have built. And they're trying to use them after all these people who have built America. They're all dead now, right? They're all dead. But the systems are very well and alive. And the people that are alive didn't build them, but they do know how to extract from them. So the humans are getting weaker, the systems are getting stronger, the machines are getting stronger, and it's a really scary time. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to try to make myself stronger, try to make America stronger, because, I mean, like, truth be told, like, you can't hand a toddler a gun. That's a powerful weapon, and that human isn't ready for that powerful weapon. Okay. So I want to make us not become toddlers, okay, which is what we've already become. Hopefully it's not too late. Not to be a doomer, but I don't know, dude. The world's crazy. Like technology's getting even crazier. Technology is social media narratives are getting crazier, but political discourse and whatnot goes on just like always. But we just got to make sure that we can handle it. We can't. I guess that's the whole debate. That's why people are scared. Like, oh, we have nukes. Like, yeah, totally, man. Like, I'm surprised we haven't used them yet. Well, except for World War II, but uh, like to destroy the Earth, yeah, that's surprising. I mean that might make you wonder if there's a higher power, right? So we're getting deep into some of this stuff. It's time to live, and so the thing you got to ask yourself is, why is America so weak? How are we so weak? Well, look at the views that we currently hold. Look at the beliefs we currently hold. Those things have made us into what we are keeping us what we are. How do I know this? Because the beliefs I had about myself when I was overweight kept me that way. The beliefs I had about myself when I was not making money kept me that way. And so instead of blaming everyone else, I blamed myself, took responsibility. And I think that's what a lot of people are not able to do nowadays. And I think that's why we're so weak. Um, it is easy to blame others. But yeah, that's it, man. The only reason I'm on here is to try to make America strong because we're weak. And if you disagree, please get on here. Explain to me, change my mind. Explain to me how we are stronger now than we used to be 100 years ago as humans. Yeah, the technology is great. The powers and technologies that we have are great. But please get on here and tell me how, convince me you're stronger than George Washington. I'm not sure anyone would want to go through the denture situation he was living through. That was a pretty shitty situation. Pretty gross, man. Pretty weird, right? Like I've never met anyone who's had to go through that. His dentures were made out of like slave teeth and like wood and stuff. Like it's appalling that some of that information would even blow your people's minds away. Anyway, that's where I'm at this morning. I'm just pissed off because I don't want to see this shit go downhill, bro. I don't want to see this shit go downhill. And I don't know what's going on at the top level. I don't know what's going on with politics at the top level. People who are running this government, there's conspiracies. This person's running the government. These people run. Bro, I don't care. Don't care. Here's what I care about. I care about the fact that every time I go outside and I am strong, I'm interfaced with a lot of weak people, weak women, weak men, weak fathers, weak mothers, weak sons, weak daughters. We don't respect each other. We don't do good. We do what's best for us. We do what's easiest. We do what's most convenient. And that's a mindset. We've been coddled. It's been easy to do that. I mean, that's the human condition. If I were to hack the human condition, I would give it an environment that wouldn't stress it out. Like if I really wanted to and so we've done that to ourselves. We've created this environment where everything's so convenient and so easy and so nice that we're still the same biological creatures we were 100, 200, 1,000 years ago. We're still the same. We still have the same, like everything's pretty much the same, like the same thoughts, the same level of like logic and whatnot. Okay, maybe we have a little bit more information. Maybe that's debatable. Because I mean, we have all this information now. It's all over TikTok. It's all over, Chat GPT, all over these AI models, right? We have all this information now, but like we're also experiencing cognitive decline because we're not firing our brain. We're not actually using it. We're just filling it with information like they wanted us to do in school. And look where that got us. Oh man, so I don't really know. I think maybe it's just like my savior complex coming out, like just being fearful, right? Because like I don't know, bro. Like things are starting to get more surveilled. You're losing privacy, you're losing everything, but that's just the natural state of things. And one thing that I've noticed is that humans, in particular, have gotten emotionally stronger, right? Like we're more empathetic towards one another, right? But but I think that's equally as dangerous. Um, I don't really know. I'm just kind of spouting off. So I do know how I can make myself stronger, and I did that before, and a lot of you guys resonated. So I'm gonna keep focusing on that. Don't really have any plan for this live stuff. If you guys have any questions, please shoot them below. But yeah, I'm just gonna use this as a platform to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life, what I can use my voice and my talents for to really help you guys. 'Cause I'm tired of being selfish. I'm tired of being weak. And if you guys see me being weak, call it out. If I see you being weak, I'll call it out. Not out of hate, but out of love. Because if you're strong, then I can trust you. If you're not strong, I cannot trust you. And I don't want to live in a society where I can't trust anyone. Okay? Well, got a little fired up this morning. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. I'm going to head out of here. I'll give it like 30 seconds if you guys have any questions. But yeah, don't be a loser. Don't be weak. Straight up. Like, there's not enough people out here telling us that shit. Like ever since the toxic masculinity thing, like people have just been too afraid and whatnot. And that gave rise to people like Andrew Tate, and extremist ideas countering that ideology the other way, which I also don't think is the correct answer. However, it does correct the marketplace to bring it back closer to truth. Um, don't be a weak loser. Be a man or a woman. Be strong. Don't be a little girl. Be strong. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. Don't be a bitch. Okay? Do the right thing. Do the good thing. There's no debate. There's no debate. That's just what it is. Okay? You got to be strong, not weak. Don't look for yourself. Don't look out for yourself. That's weak. Don't look out for yourself emotionally. Don't look out for yourself physically. That's called having faith. And that's the hardest thing you can do. Because naturally, if you're a small little girl, you're physically afraid for your life, right? Like if you're emotionally disturbed or emotionally, immature, like you're emotionally going to try and keep yourself safe, right? Try to find that in yourself. Try to see how you're self protecting, because the harder you self protect, the harder you destruct others. Because if you're self protecting yourself in any capacity, then you're not giving to others, you're taking. And we all do that. It's a part of the human condition. It's not a question of, oh, I do that. Do I do that? Do I not do that? Yes, you do. The question is, how do you do it? Be honest with yourself. And that's it. And if you can't even do that, then, well, we got a long ways to go, my friend. Anyway, I got no questions. It's good to see you guys. I'll be back on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. And if you guys got any questions or prompts or need anything, you notify me. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.